Hello people, and welcome to Life on the Croft. We're starting this video series to give you an insight into our life living here in remote southwest Scotland after moving from central Manchester. We have an acre of land to look after and a little cottage to live in. We're planning on growing our own fruit and veg, or attempting to. And maybe even a bit of livestock. We shall see. Shall we have a look around? So behind the house we have this little pond area, which is very nice. Looks out over to the west, to the mountains. We've started growing berries here, using these old tyres as planters. And I built a couple of planters here. They resemble coffins a bit. And this is the view from the main gate. That's pretty spectacular. And that's over to the west, over the Hens mountains. And this area here is a little bit scrappy. This is where our oil tank is, and that provides oil to heat the house and keep us warm. We're not on mains gas, so oil it is. It's quite expensive, but we need central heating. And here we have a pile of pallets which I got off Gumtree for quite cheap, and they've been pretty useful so far for my first couple of experiments. Well, I've got a log store here which I built. This is very cheap to put together. As you see, it's made just from pallet wood, and then we have this sheet which came from Wicks, and that was I don't know, that was under £30. And here is our three-phase compost setup. My partner Rowan, she built all this, and composting is her domain. And we're gonna need a lot of compost for our plans. So moving on, we have our shed, our main shed, and then we have a small shed which we keep our little tractor in there, our ride-on lawnmower that which mows our huge lawn over there. So moving on, we have another gate looking out over to the west. This one is in really bad condition. It's gonna have to be fixed or replaced very soon. But the views out there are spectacular. And we move further into the garden here, and we have these sort of little trails. So we can just start walking up here and see what we find. I'm finding this really difficult to walk backwards. I'm gonna have to come up with a better solution for this, because this is not ideal. I'm holding the camera with my hand. So as you can see, we're on a little trail here. We're pretty much in the woods now. So we're walking up the trail which you previously saw, which takes us to the back of our garden, and here we have our well. So that is where our water comes from. We're not on mains water. It all comes out of the ground, and it's slightly brown, which is well, you get used to it. And this area here is just all overgrown, and this needs to be sorted out, because what a mess. Oh, and we have some sheep and some cows living in harmony up there. And then here, this is, well, we call this the blue shed because it's blue and it's a shed. But this is in pretty bad condition. I think this has been hit by a falling tree at some point, because the metal here has really been dented. But at the moment we have covered this up in sheets, and there's just wood drying in there. I know this looks like some sort of murder scene, but I assure you it's not. We're just drying wood. So let's go down another little trail here. What do we have? This leads us just to the back of the garden, where we have our hens. Hello girls, say hello to the camera. Yep, and they're in their run there. You see we've got a run which we bought, and then a run which I made with my friend. Yeah, they're just living in perfect harmony at the moment, we hope. I'll do a whole video on these girls. There's a lot of drama here. A lot of stuff goes down with these lasses. So looking out east over the hills, more spectacular views. What more could you want? And this is the main grass area of our garden, the main lawn. And there's our house in the distance. And this is our septic tank where all of our human waste ends up, and that goes under the ground and flows off onto the farmer's field. Then continue round and look out over the south facade. And we have the local farm. And the croft in which we live used to be part of that farm. And more spectacular views over the local village. So, if you've got this far, thank you very much for watching. I know this video was just a very last minute thing. I just decided to make it this afternoon, really. Next time I'll maybe put some more planning into it. But yeah, that's a brief overview of what we've got going on here, what we're working with. And yeah, we've got lots of plans, and I'll tell you more about what's going to happen in the next video. Bye bye.